Hi, I'm Anais Denson, here talking to Mr. Smallbuck about the senior portrait retake. Hi, Mr. Smallbuck, how are you today?
I'm fine, how are you?
Okay, well, our first question is, when is the senior portrait retake day?
Senior portrait, there's 3 retake days, the 16th, 17th, and 18th of November. Senior students will be scheduled for retake slots throughout on one of the 3 days.
Okay, and where are they located?
All the pictures will be done in the pit area of the auditorium. You just go there at your scheduled appointment time and it'll all be set up. They usually do 2 different picture sessions at the same time, back to back.
Okay, and how much does the senior pictures cost?
Well, it depends wholly on what it is your aim is. Everyone that wants to picture in the yearbook, and we hope that's everybody, needs to get an official picture taken with LifeTouch. And that picture, which is for the young ladies, the black drape, or for the young men, the tuxedo, and a cap and gown shot, those are actually free for the sitting. So to get the picture taken will not cost anything.
Okay.
If you want to have more poses taken, because they can do a whole bunch of different kinds of casual poses, formal poses, poses in suits, whatever, those extra pictures, there would be a sitting fee associated with that. So you'd have to look at the materials that were sent home or ask in the main office to see what other options there are. So it depends. If you want more than just the tux, drape, and cap and gown pose, then there will be a sitting fee attached. If you're just getting those 2 pictures taken, then there's no charge to get them done.
Okay, and you said the drape for the females is going in the yearbook?
Correct.
And the tux for
Tuxedo,
the
yes.
Okay.
A couple years ago, we changed from, it used to be suits for young men, and ladies could choose the drape or do a nice blouse or whatever. And now we change it so it's a much more formal look and a much more consistent look. Everyone has to have the same shot done. And it's actually done a nice job to make the senior section look really important.
Okay, so that's why, because before, like in the past years, we were able to like choose which picture. So that's
Correct.
why.
You can choose the pose, but with the knowledge that it has to be the drape if you're a young lady or a tuxedo. So they'll take a couple different angles with you in those particular outfits, and you can choose from them. But like they might have you as a young lady might take the holding the flower and smiling picture, and that's very nice, and you're welcome to purchase it to have it home on your mantle, but it's not going in the yearbook. It has to be the one without that, or not one that's in black and white, none of the fancy stuff. It has to be just the normal drape shot or the normal tux shot.
Okay, and also before we were able to like choose who we wanted to take our picture.
Correct.
And why isn't that the case now? We all have to go to LifeTouch.
Same thing. It goes back to the consistency of how the picture's taken. So if you go to a different photographer, even though you could say, well, I need a blue background and I need to wear a black drape. The drape thing is a very consistent look across many different photographers, so they might have one, but there's differences. The blue might not be quite the right shade. They may not take the same kind of focus thing. The lighting's different. The drape might be a little bit different. So the way that we make sure that everything is consistent is simply it has to be done through the school's photographers. Since we're doing that, though, that is why they no longer charge a sitting fee to get that picture taken, because no one's going to be charged in order to get a picture taken that's going to be in the yearbook. Because you'll get the picture taken, that doesn't mean you need to purchase it. I mean, if you want to purchase it, if your family wants to have copies of it, I mean, you're certainly welcome to, and LifeTouch would love to have your business. From the yearbook end, we're just interested in every senior having a picture taken. So that's why it doesn't cost you money to get that pose done.
Oh, okay. And is there anything else you would like to ask?
Just, again, that we want every senior to be in, and it's an absolute, if there is no picture taken by LifeTouch, you're not going to be in the yearbook. We can't take outside pictures. We're also not able to use like an ID shot, anything like that. It has to be the formal picture. So if you did not have one taken last school year in the original senior picture for the junior class of 2016, now that 2016 is seniors, this is that retake opportunity. You need to make sure that it gets done. The nice thing is because they're providing everything in terms of the picture for the yearbook, you don't need to do much of anything except show up. Young men, they'll provide you with the tux, the tie and stuff, put it on. Young ladies, they'll provide you with the drape. So just, make sure your hair looks nice, and that's really all you need to do. Come down there and smile. So we just want to make sure everyone gets in, because I don't like to leave anyone out of the yearbook.
All right, and what happens if you don't take a picture?
No picture, then there's no picture. There just won't be one of you in the yearbook. At the end, there would just be a little notice that says, not taken, student X. And that's disappointing, because we want everyone to be in the book. And I will say that since we changed this a couple years ago, we've actually had a much better time with making sure that everyone has a picture in, especially since it doesn't cost anything. I mean, there's nothing to this. There's no cost or obligation. Just show up and get the picture taken. So we want everyone to be in, and we've done a very good job of having almost everybody in the last couple of years because of this change.
Okay. Well, I'm Anais Dinson here talking to Mr. Smallbach about the Senior Portrait Retake Day. Make sure you attend either the 16th of November, the 17th, and the 18th. Now back to our host.